Gentlemen to national television ORTM 1. We begin this program by Mali news. First, top news. The digitization of the decentralization is underway. 6 new platforms were presented this week to the technical committee of the steering committee for the digitalization of administration. The state of Mali and COVEC just signed a memorandum of understanding for the rehabilitation of the Kassaro Railway Bridge in the school of Kita. Mali's women sound the alarm and pledge their support for the transition authorities and the farm until the country is pacified. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ORTM News. The digitization of the administration is underway. 6 new platforms were presented this week to the technical committee. All these solutions concern the education sector. The Prime Minister, Minister of Territorial Administration, Major General Abdoulaye Maïga, who chaired the meeting, praised the experts for the quality of their work. Mamarigne and Angel Dambele for more details.
During this technical committee meeting of the steering committee about the digitalization of the administration, experts made 4 presentations. The planning and statistics units for the Ministry of National Education set the tone with the education field as a solution for harmonious and secure education management. This platform aims to improve the education system and strengthen governance. It has saved 4 billion of our money. The solution provides stakeholders with the necessary tools to make collaboration the key for the development of national education. Next, it was Mali Campus' turn to present the integrated management process to address current issues. This higher education access way offers around 30 models. The PGI is a source of information with a detailed presentation of training offers from university and public college. It gives each candidate the opportunity to their orientation and choice of training programs. Finally, it allows for pre-registration of candidates for higher education. The Senu University Works Center presented 3 digital solutions, which are My Senu at Home, Segu Integrated System for the Management of University Works, and Senu Kibaru. These various platforms facilitate student access to financial allowances, streamline and secure fund management, and access processing times, improve transparency, and strengthen governance. The University of Science and Technology of Bamako initiated the last solution. The Integrated University Management System is a management application that aims to simplify various administrative tasks and access important information such as grades and timetables. The application offers a user-friendly interface, allowing students to enter their information, to staff select the desired courses, and complete the registration process in just a few minutes on their mobile devices. The Prime Minister, also Minister of Decentralization, congratulated the experts for the quality of their work done. However, he emphasized the need for synergy between the various platforms.
The state of Mali and the COVEC company have just signed a memorandum of understanding for the rehabilitation of the Kassaro Railway Bridge in the Kita Circle. The bridge was damaged on August 30, 2024 as a result of heavy rains. Detail of the signing with Bema Sibi and Angel Dambel.
Rail traffic will soon start on the Bamako-Kai road. The Kassaro Railway Bridge in the Kita district damaged after last year's torrential rain will rehabilitate. The Malian government, through the Ministry for Transportation and Infrastructure and the Chinese company COVEC, have just signed a financing document regarding this issue. This signing and the handshake between the Ministry for Transportation and Infrastructure and the head of COVEC company are a sign of hope for the Malians, for whom the resumption of road traffic is vital. The studies have already been complete and the rehabilitation work will begin which will last 4 months. For the head of the Quebec company responsible for carrying out the work, the choice of his company is a choice from the state, which he will endeavor to honor.
The World Bank on Mise side. The International Financial Institution is committed to supporting emergency work to deal with flooding through the Pruba urban project in Bamako. The bank will finance several projects to the tune of 43 billion CFA francs. Masibi and Gausu Jara for more details.
In 2024, the rainy season was many. The bridge of Woyonko was flooded. It was difficult for the population to move during the rainy season. Many of them slept out. To put an end to such situation, that is for why a plan has been undertaken to find a good solution. A good project has been set up to stop flood in our country. The Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure, Mrs. Dambele Madina Sissoko, spoke from Lafiabuku to the cliff of Trododougou, Wenzembugu, Kanajigila, and Mamaribuku. Everything will be set up to stop flood in these different places. These different places are on the road of CB. It is necessary for us to make this road better and safe. This program will be funded by the bank up to 400 million CFA.
Mali-Algeria situation. Mali's women sound the alarm and pledge their support for the transitional authorities and the farmers until the country is pacified. They organized a major meeting this week at the Awa Keita Center in commentary. Report Awadit Makamara and Binta Kamisoko.
At the Awa Keita Center this Tuesday morning, Sirantu, a pensioner teacher in her 60s, did not want to be left out of the day's event. Despite the weight of age, she decided to respond to the call of Mali's women to support the transitional authorities following the destruction of a farmer drone by Algeria. Sirantu was not the only one. Zainab was there too. In a wheelchair, she wanted to add an additional dimension to the diversity and determination of the women and girls gathered. This gathering of women and girls from all regions of Mali highlights the unity and solidarity that characterizes them in this period that our country is going through. This collective mobilization testifies to their unwavering will to defend Mali and to form a united front against the enemy. In short, through this meeting, women and girls showed that they were ready to mobilize and act anywhere and in any circumstance to protect what is dear to them, Mali.
A major meeting was held in Takalot between the various coordination of the Superior Council of Imgad and Allied of Gao, Menaka, Timbuktu, and Kidal. All supported the transitional authorities and the farmer and reaffirmed their shared commitment to reconciliation and living together. Sidi Al-Baka and Sujara told us that this meeting was an initiative of the Kidal regional authorities.
Under the leadership of General Gamou, governor of Kidal, people are mobilized in Takalu. That is an idea of the authorities of Kidal. The governor of Kidal, General Gamou, spoke. Today we have had a meeting. This meeting was organized by the administration of Kidal. This meeting was about the social cohesion, peace, national reconciliation, and living together. The people of different communities meet each other. The objective of this meeting is about national unity and the integrity of the territory. The population of Takalu, each of us, every person who took part in this meeting, we are doing our best to support the authorities of the transition as well as the army forces and defense. In addition, Algerian aggression against Malian Republic Army was an unacceptable. Therefore, we condemn these unlawful and inhuman actions. Malian army forces are engaged to fight terrorism everywhere in Mali. IMIGAD, the Superior Council, expresses its full support to Malian forces. We would like to support Malian army forces for everything they are doing for our country. Malian army forces showed us its ability and engagements. We realize that many important actions have been undertaken by the authorities of the transition. We want to thank His Excellency General Assimi Goïta for everything he's doing his best for our country. We are proud of our country, and also we are ready to support our authorities as well as Malian army forces to make Mali great again. Algeria had not to attack Malian army forces. We want to complain about this aggression from Algeria. We people from Kidal, we love Mali. Mali is the most important thing for us. Mali is our motherland. We play our main role to make Mali great again.
In the third region has just launched a major program for Mali. The project is called Support Project to the Decentralization of Education in Mali. Over 13 billion CFA francs will be spent on its implementation. Reports on the launch ceremony with Mokoro Sereme and Maria Kulubali.
Enable girls and boys to fully enjoy their right to a basic education of quality, safety, inclusive, and respectful of their environment. This is the main challenge that the initiators of the project to support the decentralization of education in Mali PADEM intend to take up. The project, thus launched for a period of 4 years, is part of a dynamic, positive, and sustainable transformation of the education system through the responsibility of local actors and the bringing of schools closer to communities. It is implemented by the consortium of 4 NGOs. According to the president of PADEM, the project is perfectly in line with the national priority by contributing to the improvement of the living conditions of the most vulnerable population and to the promotion of education in general. The PADEM will therefore have to reach 131,700 children from 3 to 15 years old in 23 communes of the region of Kai, Kouligoro, Sigasso, and the district of Bamako. And when education becomes a priority, the regional authorities are present and they are committed to taking ownership of the project in order to guarantee its success. The PADEM is funded by the European Union to the tune of 13,119 million. The consortium in charge of its implementation is composed of Save the Children, CAIB, Code Aid, and Malian Association for Survival in the Sahel.
High-level meeting of IAS Air Force Chief of Staff in Bamako, Arju Martina and Binta Kamisuko for details.
When facing a mobile and elusive enemy, the air weapon is proving to be the most precious and effective means of guaranteeing the speed and power of fire. It is this conviction that drives the AES Air Force Chiefs of Staff who are in Bamako for a few days to plan air cooperation within the AES area with a view to integrated air defense in the Sahel. This highly symbolic and strategic meeting marks a clear desire on the part of the 3 AES member countries to strengthen and consolidate their military cooperation, particularly in the air sector. The opening ceremony of the meeting, which will last several days, was attended by several senior officers from the Malian army, as well as the Air Force Chiefs of Staff from Burkina Faso and Niger, both accompanied by a large delegation. During their stay in Bamako for this important meeting, the AES Air Force Chiefs of Staff were received by the Minister of Defense and Veterans, Lieutenant General Sadio Kamara. It was a meeting marked by courtesy and fraternity, illustrating the commander's firm commitment to support the current military dynamic within the Confederation.
Following the destruction of the Malian armed forces driven by Algeria, the founding families of Bamako condemned these heinous acts with the utmost rigor. They reaffirmed their support for the transitional authorities, called for dialogue. For more details, listen to Mamadou Nyare, interim patriarch of the Nyare, Tamsir Diabaté, and Angel Dambele for the transition.
The founding families of Bamako, Nyare, Touré, and Dravi are dissatisfied with the destruction of a Malian drone by Algeria. They strongly condemn these bad acts as it is likely to break the century-old friendship between Mali and Algeria, forever united by geography and history. The founding families of Bamako, respectful to the values of solidarity and mutual respect, urge the elders from Algeria, Mali, and the Sahel states to work so that to strengthen the relationship between our various states. They ask them to implement all traditional conflict resolution mechanisms while respecting the sovereignty and integrity of each country. The founding families of Bamako, Nyare, Touré, and Dravi greeted the resilience and patriotic spirit of the authorities from Burkina Faso and the Republic of Niger alongside the Malian authorities. The founding families of Bamako declared their unwavering support for the Malian authorities. They encourage the Malian army in their sovereign mission of defending the states. May Allah, the master of the worlds, inscribe and enlighten the Algerian and Malian authorities and guide them on the path of wisdom and understanding done by their famous predecessors.
The second edition of the festival, organized by Mali English Club Council in Mali, will take place from April 25th to 27th, 2025, giving all English club leaders, professors of English, students, parents, and NGOs. For more details, let's listen to one of the organizers at the microphone of Angel Dambele.
Morning, Mr. Sidama Traore. We are going to organize the second edition of your festival. So let me know what will be the main theme and educational objectives of this year's festival.
Thank you very much, Angel, for this wonderful question. The main theme for this festival is the English clubs, the pathway to leadership development. And during this festival, we are going to sensitize more than 900 people about the importance of English, of the American culture, and the sponsor program of the U.S. Embassy.
So what financial resources are available to ensure a successful organization of this festival, that is to say, to anticipate needs related to budget, venue, equipment, and so on?
Thank you very much. So this festival is fully funded by the U.S. Embassy. So that's to say the fund is available by the support of the U.S. Embassy, and the venue is the Memorial Modibo Keita. And the main activities of this festival are panel discussion on the topics, and also about the U.S. American Center and the activities. They will also have an English club's activities exhibition.
How can we ensure active participation of English clubs from all regions of Mali?
Okay, for all regions, this year, as all the English clubs are represented by 2 or more members, and this is an occasion to involve all English clubs across the country. And this year we are making something very special, as we cannot go to every region at the same time. And after just this festival, we are organizing a kind of leadership camp in Kai, of course, in May. And that will be one of the first activity after the festival. And we are sure in the coming edition we'll go to other regions so that to involve every regions in Mali for our coming editions. To finish, I would like to invite everyone, you, ORTM, to take part to this festival and invite the Malian communities. Either you are French speaker, English speaker, Bambara speaker, or any other language speaker, you are all invited to take part to know more about English clubs and their activities, and also to know more about American cultures and their sponsor programs also.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for Mali News, but stay with us for a lesson prepared by Amadou Bali. Follow.
Hello everybody, welcome in your English class. Pourquoi après tant d'années d'études de la langue anglaise, nous n'arrivons pas à parler l'anglais fluently? Why after all these years of studying English, we still are not speaking English fluently? De la 7e, 8e, 9e, 10e, 11e terminale. Ça fait à peu près 6 ans. C'est parce qu'il y a des problèmes. And what are the problems? D'après mes élèves, une fois qu'ils coupent la classe de l'anglais, ils oublient tout leur anglais. And I was like, why? Ils m'ont dit, because they don't have no one to speak with. Once they leave the English class, they forget all their English. Why is that? Because they don't have no one to speak with. C'est comme apprendre la mécanique et ne jamais toucher à un moteur. It does not work. Le deuxième problème, c'est surtout avec les intellectuels. Les intellectuels ont tendance à traduire le français en anglais. It does not work. That's a no-no. For instance, I can take a simple example. J'ai faim in French. Vous voyez ici, on utilise l'auxiliaire avoir. En anglais, on dira I am hungry. Je suis faim. It does not work. Un autre exemple. I have breakfast every morning. Je prends un petit déjeuner chaque matin. Je n'ai pas dit I take breakfast, j'ai dit I have breakfast. La traduction littérale is a no-no. Literal translation is a no-no. Le troisième problème, rejoint le premier à peu près, c'est que nous n'avons pas l'habitude de parler l'anglais. Et ça, c'est une bonne nouvelle. Parce que l'autre disait que l'habitude est une seconde nature. Donc, qu'est-ce que nous allons faire? Nous allons amener ce que j'appelle English 21. C'est l'anglais en 21 jours, 21 leçons. You're going to learn English easily. Pourquoi? Parce que ça prend 21 jours pour développer une habitude. L'autre disait que l'habitude est une seconde nature, donc nous allons faire de parler l'anglais une seconde nature. En faisant quoi? En parlant de l'anglais de nos habitudes. The English of our habits in our daily routine. Prenons un exemple d'une meilleure illustration. For instance, malgré les quelques différenciations qui se trouvent entre nous, nous avons des habitudes communes. Comme quoi? Every day we wake up. We wake up every day, no matter where you are, no matter who you are. Qui que vous soyez, où que vous soyez, chaque jour vous vous réveillez, évidemment. Different time zones, different places. And what do you do when you wake up? Most of the time. What do you do when you wake up? What do you do? Some people stay in bed. Look at the ceiling and think. Il y en a qui se réveillent, qui restent au lit, regardent le plafond et pensent. Some people sit in bed, drink a glass of water and say thank you God. Il y en a qui se réveillent, qui s'assoient dans leur lit, boivent un verre d'eau et disent Dieu merci. Some people pray before or after they take a shower. And then after that, what do? You walk into the bathroom. J'ai bien dit walk into the bathroom. Pourquoi j'ai dit into? Parce qu'il y a le mouvement walk into the bathroom. Et j'aimerais vous rappeler que nous allons aussi vous donner les 13 verbes de nos habitudes. Et dans la première phrase, déjà, vous avez vu que j'ai parlé de get up, wake up, lay in bed, sit, pray. What do you do in the bathroom when you get in the bathroom there? On appelle ça le bedroom parce qu'il y a le lit. On appelle la douche de bathroom parce qu'on a ce qu'on appelle le bathtub. Ça, c'est la baignoire. Bathtub. B-A-T-H-T-U-B. La baignoire. In the bathroom, you wash your hands. Please wash your hands when you get into the bathroom. And after that, you wash your face. After you finish washing your face, you put toothpaste on your toothbrush to brush your teeth. Vous mettez de la pâte dentifrice, votre brosse à dents, vous brossez les dents. Je n'ai pas dit toothbrush, évidemment bien que ça brosse toutes les dents, j'ai dit toothbrush et toothpaste. la pâte dentifrice qui sont au singulier. Tooth, T-O-O-T-H. Le pluriel de tooth, c'est teeth, T-E-E-T-H. After that, you take shower, prendre un bain. Évidemment, il y a beaucoup qui ont passé à bath. On ne dit pas take a bath, on dit have a bath. On dit also have a wash. C'est seulement avec shower qu'on peut dire take shower. After you take shower, you dry yourself. Après le bain, vous vous séchez. With a towel. You dry yourself with a towel. How do you spell towel? T-O-W-E-L. Towel. After you finish taking shower, you come into the bedroom again to get dressed. I get dressed in the bedroom. Where do you get dressed? You get dressed in the bathroom? I think no. Dressed, D-R-E-S-S-E-D, s'habiller. Ladies do their makeups, lipstick, eyelash, and all this stuff. And after you finish doing all that, you come into the living room. Vous venez dans le salon. Pourquoi living room? Because the place is alive. I think so. Because you got the whole family gathers in the living room. Ça veut dire que toute la famille se réunit. Et là, vous faites ce qu'on appelle the greetings. The greeting mommy, greeting dad, greeting everybody. Did you have a good night's sleep? Avez-vous bien dormi? Did you have a good night's sleep? Oh yes, I did. Or some people must say, oh, I had a dream, j'ai rêvé. Or I had a nightmare. It depends. After that, what you do with the family? You have breakfast. You have breakfast. Not take breakfast, qui veut dire prendre un petit déjeuner, mais you have breakfast. After the breakfast, you leave the house. After the breakfast, you leave the house. Ça, c'est notre premier chapitre. Et comme je vous l'ai dit, en 21 jours, nous développons une habitude. Ça prend 21 jours pour développer une habitude. Et puisque l'habitude est une seconde nature, nous allons faire de parler l'anglais une seconde nature. En faisant quoi? En parlant de l'anglais de nos habitudes. Merci d'avoir été avec nous tout le long du cours. Thank you and see you next time.
We are at the end of our English program of today. Be together next Saturday at 5:30 p.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. for another English time. Same time, same channel, ORTM 1. May God bless Mali. Goodbye.